Welcome to Excel Tips, and now tip number 16, a continuation of the last tip in exploring pivot tables and pivot charts. So last time you saw me create a pivot table, so I'm going to quickly do that again now by going to the Insert menu and Pivot Table. But this time, we're going to say Pivot Chart. It comes up with the same input, but now you can see that there's a chart item here. Charts can also be added later within the Pivot Chart option. So let's recreate where we left off last week. And I believe it was the color in the legend fields. So very quickly, you can see that the data has been created into the pivot table again on a new tab, and suddenly we have the graph. Now, like all other graphs in Excel, you can change the style of it, change the chart type, so layout and format. So it's the full charting functionality around pivot table data. The great thing about this though is, say for example color, you can sort and say, well, I'm not interested in seeing blues, and it will remove blue out of the chart automatically. So you can actually filter it within the chart, which is one of the fantastic things that they've done in later Excel versions. Pivot charts not as strong in earlier versions of Excel. Again, you can do it with item, and then you can also see what the axes are as related to that. The great thing about this, as I said, is you can quickly add extra items on. So you can see the sum of cost, recommended retail price, and the graph will automatically, as will the pivot table, adjust accordingly for what data you're putting in. And hence, it's a very, very strong tool and a very, very capable tool of quickly analysing a lot of data and providing you with potential management dashboards or any analysis that you need of the data, just by being able to move the categories around within the pivot table and the pivot charts.